Chapter 14. Take Me to the River. I want to know. Take me to the river. I want to know. I want you to dip me in the water. I want to know. Won't you wash me in the water? Wash me in the water. Wash me in the water. Won't you wash me in the water? Al Green. I came to that torn and tattered red couch by the stone fireplace each night to watch the whole earth turn on her toe on the balcony, turning into her room and closing the Z-braced door behind that petulantly turning ass. The only words left in my mind were, "She's perfect." Her clitoral antenna was broadcasting deliverance to my oafish ignorance. I was picking the signal up, strong, clear, unmistakably, yet the meaning of it was wholly mysterious to both of us. Was it the call of a soul from eternity waiting to be born, or the call of both the beginning and the end, or just the call of the wild? The prince had burned a bridge, but I was over that river, never to return to the land of the tinkling fluorescent tubes, even if I didn't know it. I was running, never wondering where I was or where I was going. They say that domestic dogs act neurotic because they are stuck as adolescent wolves, stuck between rivers and the waiting room while the clock ticks. The average modern world horn dog swinger is stuck in that crowded sophomoric waiting room too, like I was with Nina, begging her to let me stick it in while being afraid of it, afraid of my ignorance, afraid to go forward, unable to go back into the tanglement. Perhaps I hoped the changeable, churning river ran between the legs of the one I will call Fayaway, but my sensation of hope was vague and foggy. I'd take my vantage point below on the couch by the crude stone fireplace to wait for that turn on her toe that she did over and over, knowing I was watching her, knowing that I'd come to that very seat to catch a glimpse of that very ass. And my inner adolescent dog, with its whole lugubrious system of self-presentation, swimming like sperm into the smooth, creamy ignorance of an adulthood that usually doesn't come until past childbearing age. All that stuff. A love like lustful infatuation, the satori that is sought, but instantly squandered when it's found, piddled out on the ground. All that wastrel ecology of mind that can't figure out what fucking is all about. All that obscure vacillation departed from me each time I saw her turning on that toe. Fayaway came to me as a presentiment of a distant future, all-enveloping love. The feeling was of an embryo, a promissory note of possibility, to hold tightly for the long unknown wilderness trail ahead that I only just sensed. She provoked a strong anticipatory feeling I couldn't understand, but I knew it was outside of all that adolescent dog dumbness. Her big black eyes had a way of looking through you in a pleasant way, bemused, even to the darkest hell, yet too polite to penetrate. That wholly rounded ass would sit on the bench at the broken up and brush-painted player piano that Dick must have gotten at a junk store for hootenannies, back when the place was a ski area. Still, she'd practice her Rachmaninoff on it, and got a pretty good sound out of it, despite the orange paint. One afternoon I walked into the dining hall and heard this gentle piano warbling on the wide balcony over the kitchen. It was the sound of a continual descent that somehow seemed a general rising. I had just gotten stoned with Teacher John. This was before I set his bed on fire smoking his pot when he wasn't there, before I'd been banned from his room, but it was after I'd tripped with him and his platonic girlfriend at an abandoned farm. We'd been listening to his obsession, the newly released Abbey Road, on his large, loud stereo. John's room was above mine, and he would wake the place up with Here Comes the Sun King. He played that album to death, just like the students did. For me, me, the song of obsession, all tied up with the world turning on her toe, was I Want You, which people called She's So Heavy, especially the slow climbing, sinking guitar going up and down like slow chewing stiff taffy. I stopped halfway up the stairs and watched her play, arms horizontal on the keys, back in a slight, even curve forward, focused, foot on the pedal, concentrating. She played for some time before she noticed my head sticking up at floor level. She stopped and I said, "That song goes down and down, but never reaches the bottom, just like I Want You on Abbey Road. You mean this part?" And she played the exact guitar solo I was talking about. Strange to hear it on that old player piano that looked like it was made for a barbershop quartet. She stopped a couple of times, and each time I asked her to continue. After a bit, she took up her Rachmaninoff instead, and I was just as transfixed. I had come up and was standing beside her now, watching her hands, nails oddly marred by biting, which my mom told me was a sign of sex hang-ups. She told me that to get me to stop biting my nails, and it did stop me. When finally it was enough, she looked up at me, and I fell into her eyes with no self-awareness. Her mouth rested slightly askew, with a potential for passion and humor, and to a much lesser degree pain and anger. In that instant I felt I understood her, and that she understood me, and we started to talk, and didn't stop. We walked back to her room without thinking about it, as if we were picking up a conversation from another lifetime or dimension. The chains of time were loosened. We spoke of our childhood and family dynamics as if we were catching up. There was no thought of a rush to sex or programmed roles. This was like coming home, soul to soul. It was just like her music, going down to the depths but never reaching the bottom. And without realizing it, you'd be at the top again. And in that revolving Rachmaninoff static instant was a door behind which the whole next 9 months hovered.